Elon Musk is in the final stages of buying Twitter. He spent roughly about 44 bill. Twitter accepted his last and final offer, as they described it. They will be going through the process now of making sure you got to go through all the different steps when you buy, large chunks of companies or acquisitions and things like that. So it'll take some time. But Musk and his backers are paying $54.20 per share in cash. And once the deal closes, Twitter will become a privately held company. Wall Street appeared to initially hail the news, with Twitter shares up almost 6%. Heading towards the closing bell. They've risen almost 30% since Musk formally came on the scene. Terms were reached less than 2 weeks after he initially revealed his $43 billion offer for the company, getting it up to 44, obviously. And that's pretty much what's going on with that. So before we get to some of the other drama surrounding it, I mean, Matt, what are your thoughts, man? You were here at home tweeting about it to me. DMing me about it. What are your thoughts?
Group chat was going. Here's my thing. The reason he wants to buy Twitter is so it's more of a free, more out open. Don't have to worry about people coming at you for free speech, all that shit. And to a certain point, I get it. But when you're not going to be monitoring racist behavior and things like that, because ultimately he's like, I don't want moderation. I don't want anybody to mod this. This is just say what you want and whatever happens, happens. And that's basically what it boils down to. It's like, we just got rid of the orange fuck Muppet, as you referred to on this show. And luckily he said he's not coming back to Twitter, so we don't got to worry about that. But last thing I need is to just have people have a new avenue to be racist. What the fuck was that app that Gina Carano was all about a couple of years ago that got pulled because they're like, yo, this shit's hella racist. Fuck it. We're not supporting this anymore. That's what Twitter's about to become.
I mean, and that's the funny thing. There's a lot of people on the right who are screaming about like all the libs are censoring us and blah 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 blah. And then as soon as Elon Buddy's like, hell yeah, bring back Trump, bring back everybody, and I hope you kick all them liberal libs off there. Meaning they went from one end of being like, we want the freedom of speech to get rid of them libs. Like I hate everything about this, especially because, and I tweeted about this. Kristen put me on game that that Musk had said if the UN comes up with a game plan to end world hunger, he would donate $6 billion. He would donate $6 billion to the UN to do that. They called his bluff and came up with a full game plan. It took him some time, but they did it. And he's like, never mind. I'm gonna go by Twitter. Like he just was like, whatever, move the fuck on, and now is doing this shit. And again, people want to act like he's not ridiculous. And I think the other thing that's like bothering me too is the fact that there's been all these reports. Now I've really wanted a Tesla. Now I got to rethink about it. There's been a lot of reports about how a bunch of black folk are getting mad fucking like treated like shit and dealing with racist shit within the Tesla company and whatnot. And I'm just like, bruh, I think the only thing that pissed me off more, and I'm glad that Jay went and got this, you had this asshole straight up saying, I hope that even my worst critics remain on Twitter because that is what free speech means. Then you have Laverne Spicer. She's down in Florida running for a Congress seat, saying, an African-American owner of the largest social media company on earth, this is historic. Fucking miss me with that shit. Like, honestly, the minute she put that, I was looking at this bitch like,
can you shut the fuck up?
Because yes.
I'm confused.
So I will explain. Elon Musk is half South African. He was born to a Canadian mother and a white South African father. But let's be really fucking clear about this. People are referring to African Americans. They are clearly referring to black people. Miss me with this bullshit. All right, come on, come the fuck on. And then even to the point where you will have Africans be like, I am not African American. They will say that they're African. You know what I'm saying? Like they will straight up go the different side of that. Or they'll say specifically, I'm South African American, I'm Nigerian American, I'm Ethiopian American, because they are very specific about how their roots actually mean something very important to them. And they don't want to generally just immediately associate with,
Black folk.
People part of the diaspora. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, your thoughts on that shit, man, on this, like, and that's the worst thing is that, you know, it's obvious, like I said, it's not like it was a white woman that said it, was a black woman that said this stupid shit because she's trying to pander.
Shouldn't you be playing Look at the Coon right now?
Oh shit, nigga, I forgot we had it because we have to go to a whole other motherfucking section over here. But you are goddamn right. Hold on. Let's see. It would be right. Whoa. Is it gone? Did Jay delete it? I'm gonna fight. Oh, here it is. And Afrikaners, not Africans. I appreciate it. Thank you for the correction. Appreciate that for sure. But yeah, man, I don't know, dude. I am not looking forward to where the fuck this shit is headed at all.
Sure.
At all.
And
I will
I
probably
know
be done with Twitter pretty soon.
I know Dwayne came into was in group chat talking about how it could still be blocked, that it might not get approved on social or on certain standards, and cool. But at the end of the day, what's gonna stop them from trying to figure out a way to get around that?
I mean, you're exactly right. That's something that we're gonna already have to worry about, is the fact that, like, Twitter's gonna do everything they can if they've really accepted this offer to try and push it forward. Clearly they're not concerned about any of this stuff that's going on there. So we'll see what happens, man. But we want to know what y'all think about it, what you're thinking about, you know, Twitter essentially being taken over by Lex Luthor, as he is, which I didn't really love that comparison. I always thought of Bezos as Luthor just because of because of the baldness and the cheap labor and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Bezos to me feels more Luthor, whereas this dude feels like Maxwell Lord, maybe not the 84 version.
Maxwell Lord.
or even like Thomas Elliott. Like there's this level of like billion, like evil, or Justin Hammer. Maybe Justin Hammer is the best comparison. He thinks he's Tony Stark, but he's really fucking Justin Hammer and shit.
Yeah, but Justin Hammer is actually a moron.
He's still a multimillionaire of a crazy tech. He's smart enough to get it done, but he ain't Tony, he ain't Reed. I don't know how we ended up over here, but again, like I said, we want to know what you think. Tell us in the comments if you're watching this as a clip out over on YouTube. And check out the other stories, man, because there are other clips that are going to be releasing this morning as well. All right, so thank you for watching Blerds in the Hood. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share. For full episodes, join us every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific over at twitch.tv/Blerds, the letter NTHEHOOD.